It's Monica with It's Just Sewing, and I'm guessing that you found us because you're having a huge problem with a jammed machine. And I want to cut right to the chase to see if this is exactly what's going on. So here's the scenario that usually drives people to look for assistance in this area. All right, so you get excited because you're getting ready to sew something. I know you're psyched about it. And you put your fabric in and you start sewing and you hit the gas pedal, but your fabric really isn't going anywhere. And oh my gosh, now your needle is jammed, and you bring your hand over to try and bring the needle out of the fabric, and your hand wheel is jammed and you are freaking out and you're like, I'm done. This is the point where everybody says this. I am done. This is not for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Why is the machine acting this way? Okay, so you calm down and you go back over and you try and work that hand wheel, and finally, somehow by the grace of God, you are able to get that needle to come up. And when you do, you pull out your fabric and you turn it on the back, and there is a total disastrous mess of thread. Kind of looks like a bird's nest of thread. Is that what's going on? Okay, if it is, you're going to be so happy today because I am going to take care of you. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It is nothing more than forgetting to drop your presser foot before you sew. And here's why. Let me bring over my machine. So you've got your presser foot, and your presser foot provides pressure to your fabric. And underneath the presser foot are the feed dogs, and the feed dogs are the fabric's little conveyor belt. It's the thing that moves the fabric. So you can imagine if you have the conveyor belt going, but there's no pressure down, your fabric isn't going anywhere, okay? And then the needle keeps on going up and down, and that's what creates the mess of thread. So one of the best parts about some of the newer machines that are out there is that it won't let you sew unless you drop the presser foot. I mean, how awesome is that? Now, not every machine has that, so if you pop over to our website and you see our link that says love our favorite things, that will take you into a page that'll give you all sorts of recommendations for machines that actually have that feature. But so that is the main reason that you're going to have that bird's nest of thread, but there is one other reason that could be causing that same effect. So what will happen is, I'm going to turn this around so you can see this a little bit better. When you are threading your machine, you need to always make sure, obviously you're going down, like we talked about previously in our Learn to Sew videos, you're going down this kind of S curve. And when you go down the S curve and you come up to the second slot or crevice, there's a hook in there, and it comes up and you wrap your thread in it and then you bring it back down. Now, if you lose the thread out of the eye of the needle or you have to rethread, you can sometimes miss this on accident, and if you do and you start sewing and the thread's not in there, it's going to look again kind of like that bird's nest of thread, not quite as severe as the one before, but equally as ugly and frustrating. So check that as a secondary issue if you're having a problem with your needle being jammed, okay? All right, so those are the main two reasons that you're going to have issues with a jammed machine. And I want to hear from you. I want to know if this helped, because I think this is like the reason that people stop sewing. And so my whole goal is to make sure that you get over this hump and you get super excited about sewing. So leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if that was helpful. And then, as always, if you like what you hear, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to get on our newsletter list, because we have awesome tutorials and things like that we only send out in newsletters. And then you can follow us on our social media as well with It's Just Sewing. So thank you, and I hope this was helpful, and keep on sewing. All right, bye.